Welcome back to the podcast. So today I want to talk about a topic that impacts every single small law firm, whether you're a solo attorney or have a team of 10. This episode is all about profitability, not just how much money your firm brings in, but how much you actually keep, and more importantly, how to increase that number. Because revenue is exciting, but profitability is what pays your salary, your team, and your future. It's what funds your retirement, your vacations, and your peace of mind. If you've ever looked at your bank account after a busy month and thought, where the heck did all my money go? This episode is for you.
Welcome to your Profitable Law Firm podcast. I'm Kelley Brubaker, your dedicated host, passionate about empowering law firm owners. Let's dive into the hidden strategies that lead to overflowing profits, scaled growth, and thriving lives. This is where overwhelm transforms into confidence, enabling you to create and enjoy your dream firm and your dream life.
I know that most attorneys I talk to are not fans of math, but here's a simple formula, and I know you already know this. Revenue minus expenses equals profit. But here's what that formula doesn't show. It doesn't show the quality of your revenue. It doesn't show how you price your services, and it doesn't show how efficient your team is. So we're going to look at three key areas to optimize profitability. So first is maximize revenue from the work you already do. And the second is how to control costs without underinvesting. And the third is how to improve margins through smarter systems. So let's break down each one. So first, we're going to maximize revenue because more is not always better. I said it. I know a lot of attorneys think that the key to profitability is more clients, but that's only true if each client actually brings in profit. So here are the ways to increase revenue without overworking yourself. Raise your rates strategically. You don't need to double your prices overnight, but many small firms charge way too little, especially for flat fee or contingency work. So ask yourself, have I adjusted my rates in the last year? Do my rates reflect the value I deliver? If you're consistently booked out or overwhelmed, that is a huge sign that it's time to increase your fees. So let's improve your realization rate. Now, just as a reminder, realization rate is your time worked divided by time billed. If you're writing off hours or even worse, not tracking everything, you're giving away your time for free. So be sure to use time tracking software and build a weekly habit of reviewing your time entries. One firm I work with recovered $8,000 a month just by tightening their time tracking. Stop leaving money on the table. Do you charge for every part of the work that you do? Are you tracking calls, emails, court time, prep time? Are you collecting retainers that actually reflect the full scope of the work? Profit leaks often start when attorneys underestimate or overprice their services. Let's talk about controlling costs. And by this, I am definitely not saying cut everything. I'm saying cut the right things. So let's talk about the second piece of expenses. Cutting costs can help, but if you're trimming the right ones, by cutting too deep or in the wrong places, it will hurt you more than it will help you. So first off, know your break-even point. Now, break-even is the number you need to hit just to keep the lights on. It includes your payroll, your software, your rent, and everything else that you need to operate your firm. Break this down monthly and then break it down again weekly. It helps you make faster decisions. If your break-even is $25,000 a month and you're only bringing in $20,000, you've got a $5,000 problem to fix. Avoid random spending syndrome, also known as shiny object syndrome. So do you sign up for tools or services you don't fully use? Do you let your team subscribe to things without your approval? Now, and I'm guilty of this too. I just did it. I just realized I had signed up for a tool, a SaaS, product. I signed up, started using it, and then realized, wait a minute, this does the exact same thing that I already have another service for and that I'm paying for. Why am I paying for this twice? So I got rid of one. But here's the thing. Audit your expenses quarterly. Look for duplicate software, situation that I just explained. where you pay for two different things that do the exact or highly similar things, get rid of one of them. Do you have old subscriptions you don't even use anymore? Do you have marketing spend with no return on investment? This is a tough one to swallow for sure. And then do you have team perks that you forgot were being billed? So something else to think about on costs is to hire smarter, not cheaper. Hiring a lower paid assistant who is not trained can end up costing you more in time and errors. Instead, think about the value each hire brings. Does their work free up time for you to do higher level tasks? That's a better investment than just looking for the cheapest labor. So let's shift into this last piece. So improving your margins, and this is where systems will help you overcome stress. So this third piece is where most small law firms fall short: systems and operations. Great systems increase profitability by reducing waste, improving consistency, and allowing you to scale. Now, just so that I can be clear, is there's growth and there's scaling. And the difference is growth is just the exact same thing you have now at a higher level. So more of whatever you have. So if you have chaos now, growth is just bringing on more chaos at a higher volume and a higher rate. Scaling is being able to do more with less effort. Okay. Completely different things. Okay. So how are we going to get there? Well, first off, we want to automate routine work. Use your case management system fully. Automate follow-ups and reminders. Set recurring tasks for trust reconciliations. Batch your billing process. If something can be templatized, it can be automated. Something else to consider is standardize your intake process. A strong intake process helps you filter out the bad leads, sets expectations early, and helps you get paid faster. One client that I work with added a mandatory paid consultation upfront. And I'll tell you what, it filtered out tire kickers and boosted revenue by 15%. Something else that I often talk about is if you're billing hourly, bill weekly and not monthly. Most small firms bill inconsistently. And I will tell you, the longer you wait to bill, the less you will collect. So build billing into your weekly routine. Make it non-negotiable and calendar it. It's a common event every week, recurring every week. This one change can significantly improve your cash flow and therefore your profit. So here's a bonus. I want you to know these three metrics. If you only track your bank balance, you're missing the full picture. Here are the three metrics every law firm should track. Your realization rate. Are you billing for the work you're doing? Your collection rate. Are you collecting what you've billed? And your net profit margin. This is after you have paid your team and overhead expenses, what percentage of revenue are you keeping? Hint, you should be aiming for 30% or more. Once you start watching these, you'll start making better decisions faster. So profitability isn't luck, it's a strategy. Being profitable isn't about having a magic case or a perfect client. It's about structure, awareness, and discipline. It's about billing on time, tracking what matters, and adjusting when things go off course. And you don't need to overhaul your entire firm this week. Just pick one thing. Raise your rate on one service. Start billing every Friday. Review your break-even number. I promise that small tweaks add up to a big change, and that's what a profitable law firm is built on. Hey, before you go, grab my new book, Plugging the Leaks, 10 Ways Lawyers Waste Money and Simple Fixes. It's a quick read, plain English, packed with checklists, templates, the 7 to 60-day collections escalator, and the Core 4 dashboard. So you can keep more of every dollar you earn. Now, you can order the paperback or Kindle on Amazon, or you can download it for free, the PDF format, using the link in the show notes below. Remember that profit is something you intentionally plan for in the beginning. It's not a potential bonus at the end of the year. Thanks for listening.